Next, we visit Logan High School, where a new computer game is teaching students the importance of making good financial decisions.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Hayfert, and I'm a student reporter for Kids First. This is my personal finance class at Logan High School, and let's take a look at what we're doing.
We got ripped off so bad. We're negative $2,500.
Let's go sell our house.
Students at Logan High School recently learned firsthand the importance of making good financial decisions. Thanks to a partnership with Altra Federal Credit Union, the students in Rick Klein's personal finance class were selected to pilot a new virtual simulation computer game that teaches students the importance of making good financial decisions. Klein believes the simulation is more effective than a traditional class lecture.
Number one, it's on a computer. I mean, students are engaged on computers all the time, so I think this opportunity to get students out there in that capacity is great. Number two, the competition factor where they're competing against other students, and when they're purchasing cars, they're going from 18 to 65. I think it's a great opportunity for students to learn a lot about financial education.
The computer game, titled Moto Island, was designed by Scott Moriarty, co-founder and CEO of Thwack Learning. What do you hope that students will learn when they play this virtual simulation?
The most critical goal that we're looking to establish is to help players modify future behavior by creating a simulated game that enables them to make decisions that's not fact-based learning. So, for instance, when we create the car purchase, we don't tell them what the right car to buy is. We let them make the choice, and they have opportunities to see the feedback based on their choices. So if they buy too expensive a car, as we've seen, they very often go bankrupt. They can modify their behavior, and they can move ahead. So learning by failure is a very critical piece, and sometimes I think it's overlooked in education, and that's a critical model for what we're looking at in Moto Island.
Moriarty traveled to La Crosse from Virginia to teach the students the game, as well as to hear their feedback on what they learned. The Logan High School students were only the second group of students in the nation to participate in the simulation.
I think the class was very engaged. I think what's exciting is there's competition amongst the players to do well, which ultimately drives them to succeed and make better decisions. I think they're seeking information from others and looking for information to make better decisions as well, and I think that's what makes it exciting because it engages them more than maybe a lecture would or just fact-based, text-based learning.
Students created an avatar or character that tried to survive financially as they moved through life on Moto Island.
We are put into an avatar that's a fake life, but we get to make decisions that would happen in real life, so we are simulating what we would do in the future, and it's really helpful.
Many of the students quickly learn the realities of wanting more than they can afford.
The nice houses are really expensive in the game, so I'd probably just buy an average house.
Classmate Sheridan West learned the value of a college education.
We didn't go to school the first time, and we just chose to work right away after high school, and that was one of our downfalls because we didn't make too much money just working right after high school.
Senior Tia Zhang struggled.
I bankrupt 2 times.
So what happened?
There's only the 350,000 house left, so I bought that. I was still fine until my car broke down, and yeah, that's when I went bankrupt.
The challenges the students faced during the simulation made them think about decisions they will make in the future about how they spend money.
We learned how to invest for our future, for retirements, and like the good ways to buy a car and how you should pay off your debts right away instead of putting them off because you save more money that way.
Business education teacher Rick Klein sees the value in the program.
We definitely will continue to use this. We've got a lot of good feedback from the students this year. I think we will, as both Central High School and Logan High School will be using this next year in the personal finance classes, and we're excited about it. I think it's another great opportunity for students.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Who else has been in bankruptcy?
Steve Kanan, Altra Federal Credit Union's Vice President of Retail Operations, knows the reality of what happens when young adults don't make good financial decisions early on in their life.
I've been in lending in the past, and I would see people make, poor decisions financially at ages 18, 19, 20, and have to live with those decisions, and because it's in the real world and they're learning on the fly. And we thought we would combine and come up with a fun way to learn financial topics. So we combined the need for financial literacy with gaming.
He hopes the simulation will help students to think carefully about how they spend money. What do you think you will do personally after playing this game?
Well, I'll definitely go to college. So that's one thing. And I'll save a lot more while doing that. And I think choosing quality over lowest price sometimes, like in cars, will also be a thing with me now because of the car kept breaking down.
I'll probably be cheap, but have like a reason why I buy stuff.
As you can see, this virtual simulation is teaching my classmates and I a lot about financial decisions. For Kids First, I'm Lindsay Hayfert.
Personal finance. Boy, that's an important topic in our schools, and thanks to Altra Credit Union, they're helping us out with that now. Personal finance there. What do you think, Anna? Are you well financed?
I think so.
Do you have some accounts at a credit union or a bank?
Yeah, I think I have a savings account and a checking account.
Good for you. What are you saving for?
College or whatever comes along.
Whatever comes along. College would be a good one.
Yeah.
All right. And Jenny, a lot of people don't know that we have credit unions in both of our high schools, both at Central and Logan High School. Ever use that credit union at Central?
Yeah, whenever I'm out of money, I go over and
you check out the credit union.
Yeah.
Do a lot of students use it?
Yeah.
Really?
Students can actually help the banker that comes, and they work at the credit union.
So they work there too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you like about having the credit union there?
It's just easier than having to drive to the bank.
Right.
Just right there at school.
Nice addition to our schools. And again, we thank Altra Credit Union and Marine Credit Union to make that possible. In both of our high schools, they're not only there, but they also take a real interest in educating our young people about personal finance. And that's the big reason that we're so glad we have those credit unions in our high schools.